hello, and hello. So, today on Retail Stories, I wanted to venture into the side of retail that most people that have worked in retail or customer service understand: the obnoxious customers. We've all dealt with them. They're not pleasant. I don't understand their thinking process or why they're so miserable in their lives that they have to take it out on us. So, there's a lot of things that I deal with, and there's a lot of things I let slide. But there's one thing that really, really bothers me, and it's self-entitlement. People that think they, I don't know, are better than everybody else and they deserve something more special. I don't understand. So if you could see the counter in our store, it's a weird kind of Z shape, sort of. And directly to the right of the main registers is a counter. And for some reason, people think they can stand there and get waited on. Now, I pride myself on my customer service. It's why I'm good at what I do. I always make sure everybody's taken care of, they find what they need, they leave happy. But when somebody stands at that counter, when I am standing at the register, and there are people in line or in the queue area, I will ignore you until the end of time. It's not something I'm proud to say, but I will absolutely ignore anybody that is standing at that counter, because who do you think you are? If you have a question, or if you need help, or if you want something, get in line. Ask me what I need. I'll help you. But if you stand there, I will ignore you. I had a woman come in with a bag in her hand. I figured it was a return. I didn't even know what she needed, but she went right to that counter. I had 3 people in line, and she went right to that counter. I helped the 3 people, and then I walked away because I was not going to address her because she was standing there. So then she came chasing after me, and she asked me for my help, and I helped her, but I was not going to acknowledge that she was standing there. It's not where she belongs. We have certain customers in the store that think they are more important than we are. I don't know if it's because they come from money or what they think, but for some reason, we're lowly little, peasant workers and they couldn't be bothered, but they have to be addressed and waited on at that moment. God forbid there's one person in front of them in line at the register and they start yelling about other registers. Are there other registers open? Is there nobody else in the store? Drives me insane. It's like you can wait 3 more minutes for the person in front of you to cash out before you're waited on. Nobody gets neglected. Nobody gets ignored, except if you're standing at that counter. And those kind of people drive me crazy. I had a woman come in one time. She had a cart. She had one thing in the cart, and she was looking for 21st birthday stuff. So I took her to the aisle. I was explaining what we had, making suggestions, doing what I do. So she had pulled 3 things off the shelf, and then she started to be like, oh, I'll take that, and I'll take that, and I take that, like I was going to pick it up for her. And then she handed me the stuff that she had in her hand and continued to walk. And I'm like, I'm not shopping for you. So I put the stuff in her cart and I said, if there's anything else you need, please come find me. And I walked away. I don't get paid to be a personal shopper. So there's just those kind of people who just think they deserve everything. Not fun at all. Those people drive me crazy. I think one of the hardest things for me to deal with is the people that cop an attitude and start to swear, because it just triggers something in me. And I want to bite my tongue and not say what I want to say to these people is so hard. So hard. I had a woman come in. She was pleasant enough in the beginning. She wanted balloons. She couldn't decide what colors she wanted, so I was trying to help her, but she didn't like the colors I was choosing, so I was trying to just let her figure out what she wanted. And then she was mad that I wasn't helping her when she didn't want the help that I was giving her, but whatever. So I was doing whatever I could to help her. So she got her balloons, And our policy is we cannot blow up the balloons until they're paid for. So she wanted me to blow them up while she was shopping. So I explained to her that I needed her to pay for the balloons, and then she could shop, and I would blow them up while she was shopping. So she wasn't happy about that, but she paid for them, no problem. On she goes. So a lot of other times, one of the things that people drive me crazy is when they step out of line, when they've already purchased their stuff. They've stepped out of line and then think when they come back, they can automatically get in line no matter who's standing at the register, which isn't how it works. So this woman had gone off shopping. I had other customers come in. I had already blown up her balloons. She was all set and done. I had a customer in line. And she came up to the front, and of course she stands at that side counter. But she wasn't just at that side counter, she was kind of on the corner, like she was going to step in, but there was a woman behind the customer I was waiting on. And all I'm thinking is this is going to be bad, because she's going to cut this woman off, and the woman's going to freak out, and then I'm going to have to break up a fight in the middle of the store, which is not how I wanted to end my day. So I waited for a minute, and then I looked at the other customer, and she realized what was happening, so she let the woman get in front of her. Thank God. No fighting. Perfect. So she had fireworks. It was the 4th of July. We had the firework booth. So she slides the fireworks on, and she's already pissed because she had to wait because she was standing there. She thought she could just jump right in. So I scanned the fireworks, and because they are fireworks, I needed her ID. And she looks at me, she goes, "Why?" I said, "And it's the policy." I said, "With any fireworks, we need to have, an ID, put your birthday in. It won't let me continue the transaction until I enter your birthday." She rolls her eyes, pulls out her license, and throws it across the counter and says, "This is fucking ridiculous." So I was calm. I took a breath. I told myself she's not worth losing my job. I took the license. I put the thing in. Handed it to her. Then she started bitching about the price. So just to settle the situation, because I was already on the verge of saying something I probably shouldn't have, I changed the price for her, and out she went. I don't know how I haven't gotten fired from this job after 4 years dealing with these kind of people on a daily basis, because unfortunately, the obnoxious customers seem to outweigh the good ones. Even the weird ones, like the strange woman with the vegetables, the cart and the vegetables, and all that weird stuff. The obnoxious, annoying ones seem to outweigh all of them. And it's really bad. It's too bad. But you just get those people every once in a while that just think who they are. And I don't get it. But I've made it a point to not let it ruin my day. I make sure to keep my mouth shut so I don't get myself in trouble, because nobody is worth losing my job over. So I just go about it. I let it go. I take a breath. I go in the back. I find one of the managers. I vent, I rant, I rave. And then I go back to my job and I help the next person. And that's usually how it goes. So if anybody has any crazy stories about obnoxious customers, I'm sure I can figure a few more. I think I have a few more older stories from when, when I worked when I was younger. So those should be fun. But let me know down in the comments below. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. You can send me a message there. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye.